Hey guys, it's Phantom, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel, for another Sims Frequently Asked Questions video. So in this video, I'm just, answering some frequently asked Sims questions, whether it's like installation or whatever, you know the drill of how this works. So, I have been... Okay, most of these questions I already answered, but I did get some new ones. I did get some new questions, or questions I probably didn't cover in... that I probably didn't really cover in the last episode of Sims Frequently Asked Questions. So, the first question... I have a video on this that I filmed a while ago, so if you are able to watch that video, I can find it and link it in the description. I can find it and link it in the description for this person. But their question was, I have a problem. I can't get any packs on Origin. Can someone help me? So that's very easy. I'm not gonna show you how to do it because I already filmed a video covering this. Like, it's in a playlist. It's a video called Buy Games Through the Origin website, or how to install... Okay, so it's either it's several different videos. Like, I have so many Origin related videos. So I have a couple videos in a Sims Games plus Origin Tips / fix video. And I think I did a video on this. A while ago. Kind of already covered this in like multiple different videos. But what you do is you, okay. If the question is what I think it is, okay, I'm gonna go to my CC shopping and here. I'm gonna turn on my window capture, or not window capture, display capture, sorry. I'm gonna turn on my display capture. So if your problem is what I think it is, it's a very, very simple fix. Again, if you don't have Origin client, please download it. But, okay, so basically your problem was you can't get games on Origin, please help. So one thing that might be happening is, spend limit problem. So what you're gonna want to do is go and fix that. I have a video on how to fix that if that is your issue. But what you do is you go to the Origin store, type in whatever Sims pack you want. So for example, let me just type in Sims 4. Sims 4. Whatever kit you want, whatever expansion pack you want. So click view all in store. It's basically what I do. It makes it so much easier. And then like whatever pack you want, whatever kit you want. So for example, I'm gonna click on paranormal stuff. I'm gonna click on paranormal stuff, and you just click buy now. It's very easy. Again, if you have like spend limits on, I have a video that can help you to turn that off and fix that problem. So let me close out of here. Like, okay, if you're having issues installing it, just click add a game, redeem product code, whatever. Like, if you got your game elsewhere, but if you got it on Origin, you just buy it and download it, whatever, and like wait for it to download. I did multiple videos on this, so just go back and watch them if if you need help. So I'm gonna turn and switch back to there. So yeah, if that is your problem, that is how you fix the problem. Anyway, let's get back to the questions. I can't get any packs on Origin. I literally just helped you with that, and I have several videos on how to help you with that. I could link the playlist in the description of this video. Another question I got was, how do you get the 64-bit update? So another question on a different video was, it was talking about the Sims 3 64-bit update for Mac users, and someone asked, how do you get the 64-bit update? You don't? Okay. So let me do some explaining on the 64-bit update. So, okay, let me do some explaining on the 64-bit update, and I will probably I don't know. I will probably like kind of take some pictures and insert them into this video. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but yeah. So let's talk about the 64-bit update, because a lot of people have been just wondering that in general. So there is actually a lot of problems with the 64-bit update. There is a lot of issues going on with the 64-bit update. So yeah, let's go here. So 64-bit update, it sucks, okay? Okay, let me just tell you this as someone who got the PC version of the game back in 2017. It was it was available for Mac and PC, and I played it on Mac for a while until it stopped working. Let me tell you something about this. I don't know if you might have trouble. But I did. Okay, I'm pretty sure it would work on Mac now, but the thing is, Mac isn't good for The Sims at all. Okay, let me just tell you that. Mac isn't good for Sims at all. Mainly because there's just a lot of issues with Mac computers that I don't recommend the 64-bit update for Mac at all. I don't recommend The Sims 3 for Mac at all in general. Like, unless you're able to get more storage space, don't play The Sims 3 on Mac. Like, don't play The Sims on Mac at all. In my opinion. I'm just saying, I know The Sims was also designed for Mac, for older Macs when The Sims came out, when the regular Sims games came out before, meaning like the PC games or CD-ROM, DVD-ROM Sims games came out for Mac. Okay. Let me just talk about the 64-bit update for a second here. So, the 64-bit update was actually released at the wrong time. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my lamp thing on because I cannot see. Um, so let's talk about the 64-bit update. So back in 2020, I believe, back in 2020, the Origin released a 64-bit update for Mac. Okay, if you don't know, Mac only plays 64-bit update games. Windows also plays 64-bit update. Like, okay, let's talk about Windows compared to Mac for a second. So, I've been a Windows user for like the majority of my life. Um, and then I switched to Mac. It wasn't a very good idea. Literally the only thing that I use my Mac for now, like that I use a Mac for, is to literally. Okay, so I'm not really team Mac or team Windows. I'm more like I'm not like in the middle. I'm not in the middle anymore. I'm more of a team Windows person because, you know, I learned how to use Windows first, obviously. So, and plus I've been using Windows for a very long time. Plus, I've been using Windows and Microsoft for a long time. Now, let's talk about the 64-bit update. So, back in 2020, so this was about 2 years ago now. Back in 2020, in October of 2020. Okay. So, okay. At this point, I hadn't played The Sims. I hadn't played The Sims 3 for for several months, for almost a year, I think. And like this is just backtracking. So, at this point, I hadn't played The Sims 3 since probably like spring of 2020, and then in October of 2020, this update, it is not worth it. So if you're thinking about getting the 64-bit update, it will or will not work for you depending on a number of things. Yeah, it will or won't work for you depending on a number of things. Like it took me a long time to fix my Sims game on my Mac. So it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it to get the 64-bit update. So let me tell you what happened. So at this point I hadn't been playing The Sims 3 for about couple months now, like since April of 2020. This is like backtracking 2 years. And then come October, EA released this to players like way too early. Let me kind of show you. Hold on. So, yeah, this is what the Sims 3 64-bit in metal looks like. It says it's only available on Mac. Obviously, it sucks. Okay, it sucks. So yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work on my Mac. It's not worth it at all. I had so many issues with the game, including but not limited to, like it having a bunch of errors. Okay, let me tell you why the 64-bit in metal isn't worth it. First of all, you can't really get the 64-bit update. You can't get the 64-bit update. I mean you could, but it's just not worth it to get it. So let me tell you the issues with this update, okay? This update was terrible. This update was absolutely terrible. Now, when it comes to Windows automatically runs 64-bit now. Like it runs 32-bit and 64-bit, so it's fine. So it runs fine on Windows, but Mac it's a different story. So let me tell you all the issues that arose with this stupid update. sorry to call it stupid, but it's not worth it to get. It's not worth it to get it. Once you hear all the stuff that happened. So, okay. So basically they released this way too early. They released this too early on accident. I was one of the people that got this way too early by accident. Like it wasn't even done. Like it didn't even work. There was a lot of issues with it, including but not limited to errors saying things like you needed all the packs. Like errors saying things like you needed all the packs. So let me turn my display capture on to show you guys. So let me turn my display capture on to kind of show you guys the launch screen and what to show you guys the launch screen and what it looked like. So as you can see, I only have like, okay, so basically everything looked a little bit different. So they had like the like all the expansion packs and stuff packs on the bottom if you're on Mac. And so this is the launch screen. It says welcome, expansions and stuff, downloads, installed content, and uploads. So let's go to expansions and stuff here. So again, this looks a lot different. This looks different for Mac users because it had the expansion logos. It had like the logos of the extra content at the bottom of it, like in a little strip line thing. Like it looked like a little line, little strip line of like all the packs. And so it had like an error. It had a really weird error saying that you needed all the packs to be able to play, which was really dumb because okay, I don't have all the Sims 3 packs. Okay, I have like 4 packs for the Sims 3. Okay, I have 4 packs for The Sims 3. I want late night. I want late night, obviously, but I have like 4 packs for The Sims 3. And that, you know, that's not all the packs. There's like several other packs, several other expansion packs for the game that was made between 2009 to 2013. Anyway, some errors were like you needed all the packs. Another error, there was like a bunch of errors. I can't think of all of them off the top of my head, but there was, you know, the packs error, the installation error, like, you know, the packs installation error. Like there was an error that literally only let you do that only let players get as far as I guess like, you know, I guess you know, the neighborhood functions or whatever when it comes to, or like edit, like it only got as far as to edit town and it wouldn't let you play the game. There was a bunch of other errors. There was a bunch of other errors as well. So, plus, if you don't have enough memory, if you don't have enough, enough storage, if you don't have enough storage on your Mac, it won't let you play the game anyway. Like, I don't have enough storage on my Mac to even play The Sims 3, on there, so I don't even bother. Plus, with all the issues with it, okay, this is Sims 3 on Windows, so I don't have any issues. Plus, Windows already runs 64-bit. Windows already runs 64-bit. I'm not saying get a Windows, but if you're having issues, like if you're like some people having issues with the game, I mean it worked for some people, but it didn't work for everybody. Like there's a bunch of videos talking about it, if you want to go check those out. But yeah, there was like a load of errors that happened with the 64-bit update. So in my personal opinion, I do not recommend downloading it at all. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I don't recommend downloading it whatsoever. I think I have another question. So how do you install it? Okay, so I think this is referring to, so this is another question. How can you install it? You have to, if you're talking about The Sims, okay, I think you're talking about The Sims 4 or Sims 3. I don't know which one you're talking about. But you have to install it through Origin, and again, I already covered this. Like literally, I'm not trying to be rude, but not trying to sound rude or anything, but literally installing games is the easiest thing ever. So if you already have like a physical copy, like, you know, with disc, or if you have an expansion pack that literally just has, you know, the installation code in there, or if you got it from like another retailer, like let's say, I don't know, Amazon, or actually or the Origin store. So basically you just click redeem product code, type the code in, and install it. It's very easy. It's not that difficult. Just get the Origin client. Just get the Origin client app first, before you actually go and install packs. Before you actually go and install packs, and I already did a video covering that. So I think I have a few more questions, or these are probably old, but and then another question, probably already answered this, but I don't really care. Does Origin work on Windows 8.1? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's for Windows and Mac only, so it works on any version of Windows. Like any current version of Windows, meaning like Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows Vista. Okay, so let me talk about this for a second. Let me talk about this for a second. So, as you probably know, there's like so many different versions of Windows. So, Windows versions in order. Okay, so there's like so many versions of Windows. So what are the Windows versions in order? Okay, so there's like a lot of different versions of Windows, but as you probably know, Origin did not exist. Origin didn't exist in, it didn't exist when Windows first became a thing within Microsoft. Okay, so I'm here on PC Mag. So, okay, first off, you have to, Okay, yes, it does work on Windows 8.1. So, let me get back to... Okay, yes, it does work on Windows 8.1. So, let me talk about this for a second. So, I am here on PC Mag. Here on the PC Mag website, or pcmag.com. Like, encyclopedia. So, Windows versions. Following is a brief summary of the client versions of Windows, a user's PC running Windows. If you're wondering, Microsoft Windows is an operating system. So, it says, so it starts off with, so, versions of Windows, user's PC running Windows. For more on the server version, see Windows Server 2003, Windows Server 2008, and Windows Server 2012. So it started off with Windows NT lineage, starting in the so it talks about, so it goes down, the line of, like, goes down the line from newest to oldest. So, Windows 10s. I don't think this has been updated for a while, because, people have Windows 11 now. It's a free update, but not all Windows not all Windows OSs will be able to install Windows 11, which is why I am running on Windows 10. Anyway, so it goes from newest to oldest. I will take a screenshot and edit this in. Or if you want to read it for yourself, I will leave a link in the description of this video. So it goes from newest to oldest. So Windows NT lineage runs 32 and 64-bit software. Starting in the 1990s, Windows NT ushered in a new architecture that has been carried forward more or less intact ever since. So, Windows 10s, 2017, this was released in 2017. Streamlined version that obtains content via the internet. See Windows 10s. Then it has, like, links and stuff, which I will not click on. Windows 10, the current client version of Windows. Windows 10, which was released in 2015. So you don't have to update your system to Windows 11 if you don't have to, because Windows 10 will be around for quite some time. The current client version of Windows 10, see Windows 10. Again, they have links. Windows 8, 8.1, 2020 on my phone right now. So, So Windows 8 and 8.1 was released from 2012 to 2013. Windows 7 was released in 2009. MS version 6.1, a client version of Windows 7. I never really used Windows 7, but I am kind of familiar with Windows Vista a little bit. Not really. I guess you could say I'm a little bit familiar with it, but not really. Then Windows Vista, a client version of Windows that was widely criticized for its bugs and behavior. Not everyone liked Windows Vista. Not everyone liked Windows Vista, as well as Windows XP. Windows XP was terrible. Well, let me just tell you something. Windows XP was terrible. So I had vivid memory of this. So I used Windows XP for the longest time. I used Windows XP from like 2006 to 2013, and it was terrible. I don't know if it was the system I was using at the time, because certain Windows systems are just terrible, okay? Certain computers that ran Windows at the time were just absolutely terrible, absolute garbage. Um, so let's talk about Windows. Okay, so Windows Vista was released in 2006. I never used Windows Vista. I mean, I probably have. I don't really remember if I did or not. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Um, so Windows XP. Let's talk about Windows XP. So Windows XP was released in 2001. MS version 5.1, a client version of Windows that was widely used, adding more security and administrative capabilities in 64-bit versions for AMD 86 and Intel Intinerium CPUs. See Windows XP. So let me talk about Windows XP for a second. So I'm someone who has used Windows XP for the past. Okay, I don't use Windows XP anymore, but when I was using it, it was really bad. It was really terrible. I think it was just naturally slow. I don't know if it was like the system. I don't know if it was like the operating system in general. I don't know if it was like Windows XP, the operating system in general, or just the system slash computer I was using. But yeah, Windows XP was terrible. Okay, like if I ran The Sims 4 on a Windows XP today, like, oh my gosh, my game would crash. Let me tell you that. My game would literally crash within probably like 5 minutes. My game would probably crash within like 5 minutes. So Windows XP is not worth it. If you still have Windows XP in 2022, please upgrade to Windows 10 or Windows 11 because oh my gosh. Or like I don't know, like update to any one that isn't Windows XP because Windows XP was terrible. Again, I have like vivid memories of this because I used Windows XP and it was really bad. And then it talks about Windows 2000. Windows 2000 was an updated version of Windows NT for client and server. It added numerous enhancements, including plug and play, Active Directory. Windows 2000 came in one workstation and 3 server versions. Server version supported 64-bit, AMD times 86, and Intel Intinerium CPUs. This is so old. And then not Windows XP, sorry. Windows NT was released in 1993. And then, okay, back in the day, which is like, 90s and 2000s, 64-bit games, 64-bit versions of games did not exist. Okay, it was all 32-bit. Like everything was 32-bit back in the day. Everything was disk. Everything was CD-ROM. Everything was disk. Now in 2022, we don't really have disk drives in our desktop computers anymore. Some computers don't even come with disk drives. They're like all-in-one computers. So it's like okay, you've probably seen the Windows all-in-one or like the like certain all-in-one computers that have okay, you've probably seen like the all-in-one computers. So it like okay, from like the 90s to the 2000s to the 20s, meaning like the 2020s, not like back that far back 20s. I'm talking about the 20s as in the 2020s. So anyway, so back in the day everything was CD-ROM, so nothing was 64-bit. Nothing was 64-bit back in the day. Everything was 32-bit. Everything ran 32-bit only, like everything. Windows still runs 32-bit, obviously. Like it can still run 32-bit games. So like if you want like old games, it can still run them. You just need like certain patches to be able to run them properly. Or you can get from like archived game websites if it's safe, obviously. But Okay, so back in the day, everything was 64-bit, or not 64-bit, 32-bit, I'm sorry. Everything was 32-bit, everything was CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, and you needed a disk drive for literally everything. But now, we don't really have disk drives. Like, disk drives built into our computers nowadays. Like, you can get disk drives for a good price. But yeah, it does work on Windows 8.1 if you're wondering. Um, and then they have, yeah, like, so Windows NT was released in 93. Windows 95 Lineage, 32-bit. Like, okay, everything was 32-bit back in the day. Everything. Nowadays it's like 32 and 64-bit, but when it comes to Mac, The Sims 3 doesn't always run on 64-bit. The Sims 3 was the Sims games were 32-bit games. Okay. Not 64-bit games. So, you're lucky if The Sims 3 will run at all on a Mac. Okay. So, I do know that The Sims 2, you can get it on the Mac App Store. And that's pretty much it. Like, you can get The Sims 3 and The Sims 2 on the Mac App Store. Like, that is literally the only Sims games that you will have access to. Because the Sims 1 was not... Okay, so Sims games that you'll be able to play on Mac. The Sims 2, yes, you can play The Sims 2 on Mac. They have a version that you can get in the App Store. Like, just type in Sims 2 on the Mac App Store, and you will be able to buy it. It literally has all of the expansions and stuff. It's probably much better on a PC, in my opinion, because PC graphics are just so much better. Graphics just look so much better on a PC than it does on a Mac. But you can get The Sims 2 for Mac, but if you... And me is short for millennia or millennium. Windows 98 was released in 1998, obviously. Windows 95 was released in 1995. Windows DOS Lineage, 16-bit. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine what 16-bit ran like. It probably ran so slow and so terrible. So they had Windows 3.x, which ran from 1990 to 92. Windows 2.0, 286, 386 was released in 1987. Windows 1.0 was released in 85. So I will put this in the description if you want to read it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to respond to that comment. That's pretty much all I have to respond to that comment. But yeah, it'll work on 8.1. Anyway, I think that's all the questions that I have for this frequently asked questions video. I will edit this and speed it up. Because it's like the video is really long and I don't want you guys to be sitting there for like ever watching me ramble. So I'll edit this and speed it up and everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you all in the next one.